A new first round 2025 NFL mock draft right now, less than 10 minutes. Brand new, 32 picks, first round 2025 NFL mock draft. Click that like button, click subscribe. It's the Draft Ranking Show every single morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and on podcast. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs before the NFL draft. Appreciate you for helping. Click that like button. Like I said, click subscribe. I'm only going to smash it into you for 30 seconds as we begin the show. I'm Cody Carpentier. Let's get into the damn thing. I'll share my screen here on YouTube. If you're on podcast, again, you can come over and watch it. It's a little more appeasing, I guess. You can come see my ugly mug and you can come tap into YouTube. But here we are, 32 picks. We'll start out first and foremost with the Tennessee Titans. I'm probably not going to do any trades, so it's going to give me the option, but we're using the PFF mock draft simulator. The Tennessee Titans pick at number 1. All the rumors we've heard over the course of the last couple of days have lent us towards Cam Ward. I know they've had some Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter stuff come out, but Cam Ward, the quarterback, Tennessee has not entertained any free agent quarterbacks. Cam Ward's the pick. Cam Ward, number 1. Again, remember, these shows are sub 10 minutes, so we literally got to cruise through these picks. So not a lot of analysis, but we're going to get the damn job done. All right, number 2 overall is the Cleveland Browns. They got their quarterback, it seems like. Where? I don't know. I mean, they got Deshaun on the contract. They got Kenny Pickett. They're trying to get an Aaron Rodgers or a I shouldn't say Aaron Rodgers, a Kirk Cousins or a Russell Wilson. I believe that's probably going to happen. I don't think Shador is quite the goal here for the Cleveland Browns. So I'm going to go ahead and give them Abdul Carter, the edge rusher from Penn State. That's the direction we're going to go. New York Giants on the clock right now, and as is Shador Sanders. Do the Giants land Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? I believe Aaron Rodgers goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, pushing Russell Wilson to the Giants. If Russell Wilson goes to the Giants, I'm not sure they go the Shador Sanders route. They're trying to just keep their jobs right now. Does Shador do that? I'm not sure. Pick 3 overall, the New York Giants take Travis Hunter. Let's do the damn thing. Travis Hunter joins the New York Giants. They need a corner. They need a receiver opposite of Malik Neighbors. Gives Russell Wilson another weapon. So we go Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter. 4th overall, New England runs up to the board, and they have a trade offer. Who's the trade offer coming in from? It looks like it's coming in from nobody. No trades have come in for the New England Patriots. No quarterback trades for Shador Sanders. So New England stands pat. They signed Carlton Davis. They signed Milton Williams. They signed a right tackle in Morgan Moses. And they're sitting here with no Travis Hunter available, no Abdul Carter available, and they go offensive tackle with Kelvin Banks from Texas. Open your eyes to the possibility of Kelvin Banks going to left tackle to the New England Patriots. That was a terrible sentence, but that's exactly what I'm trying to get to the point across is I believe right now it's between 2 guys, Travis Hunter and Kelvin Banks for the New England Patriots. Number 5 overall, the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is one of the easiest picks so far in the draft. Mason Graham, sign me up. Gladstone's made it apparent that they're going to build through the trenches, and they're going to do just that here with Mason Graham. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're trying to revamp this whole damn thing, and another way to do that is to take people in the trenches. Another guy in the trenches who a lot of people have as the top tackle in the entire class, Armand Membu, right tackle, Missouri. Come on down to the Las Vegas Raiders. Number 7 overall, the New York Jets are on the clock, and we're going to go right now to a couple things. They have quarterback, wide receiver, tackle, D-line, all as needs. Will Campbell's available right now. They have Olu Fashanu on the offensive line. Do you go Tyler Warren to give you another weapon with Justin Fields? I think that is actually warranted. I'm going to go Tyler Warren over offensive and defensive line help. Tyler Warren, the tackle, comes off the board, the second weapon after Travis Hunter. Number 8 overall, I'm going to go ahead with Jalen Walker. This has been the direction that this pick felt like it's been the last month. Jalen Walker to the Carolina Panthers. It seems like it's starting to get away from that, though. So we're going to keep the eye on this as we continue to get closer. We're less than 40 days away from the NFL draft. We're going to get closer and closer. It's going to kind of show its head a little bit more and more. We'll see what happens here with Jalen Walker. All right, pick number 9, the New Orleans Saints. A lot of needs, a lot of things going on here. I'm going to do the damn thing. People talking about Ashton Jeanty to the Raiders, the Saints, the Bears, the Cowboys. What about Ashton Jeanty to the Saints, where they can just put him where Kamara is, and he can be the running back that allows them to move off of Kamara this summer. Kamara to the Saints at 9 overall. Chicago Bears up at 10. They need offensive line help to finish this thing out at left tackle. Is Campbell big enough to play tackle for the Bears? They have a guard in Jonah Jackson. They have a guard in Joe Thuney. They have a center in Drew Dahlman. They got a right tackle in Darnell Wright. Your left tackle is not going to be Will Campbell. It's going to be Josh Simmons from Ohio State. Plug it in. Remember the name. I think this one comes back to boot. If he didn't tear his ACL this year, he would be the number 2 tackle off the board, number 2 tackle in conversation, potentially for that 4th overall pick to the New England Patriots. Next to Armand Membu as the top tackle. I know there's a lot of names there. Josh Simmons, Ohio State. Number 11 overall, love this fit here. Jahdae Barron to the San Francisco 49ers. Jahdae Barron, cornerback from the Texas Longhorns. God, the clock is running short on us. We got to run. Rapid fire. NFL mock draft. First round, full 32 picks in less than 10 minutes. We got to do the damn thing. 12th overall, the Dallas Cowboys. They have made moves at running back. They have made moves on the defensive line, on the offensive line. They have not made moves at receiver. Tet McMillan, 12th overall to the Dallas Cowboys. The Miami Dolphins need offensive line help, and Will Campbell falls to them here to play on the interior. Will Campbell to the Miami Dolphins. Number 14 overall, the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of different directions that could be had here for the Indianapolis Colts. Tight end, guard. Those are the 2 spots that I'd be looking at right now. I think cornerback also warrants some kind of eyeballs. Will Johnson falls here to 14th overall. Colston Loveland, I think, deserves some conversation here. And you can go back and look at that offensive line as well with Tyler Booker here at 14th overall to kind of replace Will Fries. I like Tyler Booker, 14th overall to the Colts. 15th overall, we got the Atlanta Falcons here. They need edge rush up. I'm just going to run up to the board, and I'm going to give them one of these hog mollies on the defensive line. Who do I want to choose today? It's going to be, where's my guy Walter? Walter Nolan from Ole Miss. Come on down and join those mighty Atlanta Falcons. On the offensive line, we're going to go back to the Arizona Cardinals here, and I'm going to give them one of my favorites in the entire class. That's a 5-tool guy by the name of Gray Zabel, 16th overall, sniping the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals here at pick 17, 2 mega contracts at wide receiver, at quarterback. Where could they fit in at need? Right guard, edge rusher, defensive tackle, a multitude of spots. No real right guard available. You got some Donovan Jackson be an interesting one right here to kind of plug in at right. You know what? Let's do Donovan Jackson here. I love Donovan Jackson, a guy that can play tackle, but can play guard mostly. Versatility in Cincinnati. Pick 18. We got to get cooking here. The Seattle Seahawks are looking at the edge room. I'm going edge here with the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm going Mike Green from Marshall. 19th overall, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Also looking at edge, looking at DB. Let's plug in edge here. I like James Pearson. I also like Shamar Stewart. Both of those guys pique my interest a lot in Tampa. Shamar Stewart being on the clock here at 19 doesn't make a lot of sense, so we're going to go ahead and do it. 20th overall, the Denver Broncos go running back. They don't go Amari Hampton, however. They go Travion Henderson. If you haven't watched that Travion Henderson video this week, you need to go do it. Omari Hampton goes to the next pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers here at pick 21. At pick 22, the Los Angeles Chargers are back on the clock here, and they need to continue to correct the defensive line. And on that defensive line is a guy that Harbaugh knows best, Kenneth Grant from Michigan. The Packers are up here at pick 23. Run up to the board and get yourself another wide receiver in Luther Burden. 24th overall, the Minnesota Vikings are on the clock. I think in reality, they trade out of this selection, but for our sake, they're going to draft here either defensive line or cornerback. Those are the 2 spots I'm looking at. Will Johnson falls all the way to 24. I cannot believe the Minnesota Vikings they cannot believe their eyes right now. Will Johnson falls to 24. The Houston Texans on the clock here at pick 25, and C.J. Stroud's day has been made. They just paid Christian Kirk. They just got Nico Collins in there. I mean, they've made a lot of moves in Houston to kind of continue to correct and help C.J. Stroud. They could go offensive line here as well as they've continued to revamp that entire offensive line. I think Josh Connerly definitely warrants some eyeballs right here. To me, it's Josh Connerly, or do you go Matthew Golden? I think you go Matthew Golden here at wide receiver from Texas. The Rams on the clock here at 26. We know the Rams had interest in Brock Bowers last year. This year's Brock Bowers is Colston Loveland. He does not measure up to Brock, but he's a very talented wide receiver at tight end. We're getting close here. 27th overall, the Baltimore Ravens. Value always falls to the Ravens. Malachi Starks or Nick Imanwari. That's where I'm looking here next to Kyle Hamilton. I'm going to go ahead and give them our guy, Nick Imanwari from South Carolina. 28th overall. The Detroit Lions are on the clock here. Edge. Who bites kneecaps in this class? Michael Williams falls all the way to 28. A guy that was once looked at as a top 10 potential pick falls to 28 here. The Washington Commanders are up at 29th overall. We're looking edge. We're looking cornerback for the Washington Commanders. They've been trying to fill in this edge room for the better part of 3-4 years. It feels like Donovan Ezeruku from Boston College, James Pierce from Tennessee, Nick Scorton from Texas A&M, all great spots here, but James Pierce has the highest upside. Plug him in. 30th overall, 3 picks left. Let's hurry up here. Buffalo Bills. A lot of things you could do here. I'm going to go Malachi Starks. I love the value. Kansas City Chiefs are up here at pick 31. We're going to go Darius Alexander from Toledo, defensive tackle, to get in that room with Chris Jones and continue to build. And the last selection in the first round, we're over the 10-minute mark. The Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, are going to fill up the offensive line, fill in that Mekhi Becton spot, potentially Josh Connerly, Ariante Ursary. No, we don't want to do that. Why not just get another Bulldog? Why not get another Georgia Bulldog? Because there's none available, Cody. The last selection in round 1 of the wait, did we not have a Shedeur Sanders go off the board? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just went 32 picks without Shedeur Sanders going off the board. Man, that stuff might just happen. Let's trade somebody in here. The Cleveland Browns trade back into round 1. Just kidding. We're not going to do that. He's going to fall to day 2 for this iteration. Lance Zierlein said it first. Don't be surprised if he falls out of round 1. It may just happen. I don't think it will, but in this iteration, this mock draft, Shedeur Sanders just fell out of round 1, and the Philadelphia Eagles picked up Nick Scorton, the edge rusher from Texas A&M, formerly of Purdue, double-digit sack season. They just keep on reloading in Philadelphia.